This is Monday's question for periods 6 and 7th. A student designed an experiment to test the effects of the width of piece of elastic on the elastic's ability to stretch. So we know that it's an experiment, so we've circled the word of experiment. And what we are testing is the width versus its ability to stretch. The students select 4 pieces of elastic with different widths. 4 pieces of elastic with different widths, but the same length. Here's our control. The students then attach blocks with different masses to the pieces of elastic. Different masses. The results of the students' experiment is shown below. So here we have the piece of elastic, different widths, all the same length, and then the different masses. What should the student do to improve this experiment? So we're looking at what we can do to improve. So when we're doing an experiment, we know that we need to change only one thing. An experiment has one variable. The thing we change, one variable. And they changed the width of the elastic, and they changed the different masses. So they had same and different. This was the length, and this was the width. They also changed the masses. All right? So, how could they have made it better? Would have been only having that one variable and not having the 2 variables. So, let's see. Use blocks of equal mass on the 4 pieces of elastic. That would change this aspect. Use blocks with enough mass to cause 4 pieces of elastic to break. Were they testing where it would break? No. Use more than 4 pieces of elastic and 4 blocks. I think 4 is an adequate number. And we weren't testing to see where it broke. And this doesn't change anything. We would still have the 2 variables there. We would just have it on more pieces, so no. And use 4 pieces of elastic with different lengths, but the same width. So in this case, they're talking about switching these 2. And in that case, we would still have 2 variables, which is unacceptable. So our answer is A. A would make it a much better experiment because we would only have the 1 variable. With this one, we would have length being the same. We would have masses being the same, and then the only thing that would change would be the width. If we wanted to check how the mass affected it, we would want to keep the width the same and change only the masses. So we only want one of those 2 to be different. In a good experiment, you never have 2 things you change. So this is the question for period 6th and 7th for Monday.